Hello everybody, welcome to AstroEdify. We are going to talk about Rudrakshas today. Now, what is a Rudraksh? What are various kinds of Rudrakshas? And in what situation a particular Rudraksha is selected to wear? They are used for remedial purposes for various planets. And if a particular planet is not well placed or damaged or creating any problems in your life, then a certain Rudraksha signifying that planet is selected or advised to wear. So all those things that we are going to discuss in detail. So let's start this video. If you want to book a consultation for yourself or you want to learn Jyotish and do a course, you can go on this website. The link is shown in description, and you can also connect on the WhatsApp number shown for consultation and courses. Now we are going to first talk about what is a Rudraksh. Now, according to, first of all, Rudraksh is a seed. It's a seed from a Rudraksha tree. And the thing here is that Rudraksha comes in various kinds. So it is known as, it is defined through its various faces. Mukhi, we call it Mukhi. So different grooves are there. The number of grooves show us that what Mukhi Rudraksha is there. So let's suppose if there is only one groove, then we call it one Mukhi Rudraksha or Ek Mukhi Rudraksha. Similarly, two Mukhi, that will have two grooves. 14 Mukhi will have 14 grooves in it. So based on the number of the grooves or the faces, the Rudraksha is termed as that kind. Now, each Rudraksha has a different particular planet which governs it, and that helps in various aspects or the issues which are created by that planet in the chart. Now, according to the Puranic stories, Rudraksha is said to be created from the tears of Lord Shiva. So, when the story is that when Sati, Shiva's wife, she self-immolated herself in the yagya of his father Daksha, and Shiva got furious, but later on he was very sad and he was grieving, crying and holding Sati's body in his hand. So it was anger as well as extreme sadness, and in that moment he was crying, and those tears, they fell onto the ground and formed the Rudraksha tree. That is the Puranic story. Now, the point here is that in short, the Rudraksha is said to be a plant or a seed of the plant, if you say a Rudraksha tree, which carries the energy of the Shiva. Okay. And when I say Shiva, Shiva is not only what we imagine Shiva to be, a person, a godlike figure who is lost in meditation and in sitting in Kailasha, holding Trishula. Not only that, you can imagine Shiva in that form, of course, but technically Shiva is formless, infinite, non-dual, and pure existence, pure consciousness, pure bliss. We call it Chidananda Rupa. That is Shiva. So Rudraksha is that seed which carries the same energy of the Shiva. Achha, there is also another logic, like, to go on more a practical sense, that all around us in the universe, everything is created with energy, frequency, vibration. If you will deeply inquire or investigate anything, if you go deep into the matter, you will reach to a state that we have reached to subatomic particles and everything, and ultimately you reach to a point where everything is like energy, frequency, vibration. So the thing here is that everything is that, and there are certain mediums for concentrating that energy, frequency, vibration, which is required for us. Okay. For example, to give you a simpler example, like we have radio or like a transistor. So transistor is carrying, is actually, you set it at a frequency. Okay. So frequencies are of all kinds, of various kinds, 100, 1200, 120, 60, 80, whatever. So you will set its antenna to a particular frequency, and it will catch that signal and it will transmit the information flowing through that particular frequency, because we don't require any other kind of frequencies to listen to right now. So if you want to hear news, so you are redirecting it to that channel, that frequency upon which the information for the news channel is flowing, and then it transmits and you are able to hear the news. Similarly, gemstones or Rudraksha work in the similar way. They just concentrate that particular energy of that particular planet which is not well placed in our chart, or it is creating troubles for us, or it is weak. So it's like, if there is a malefic planet which is creating a lot of problems for us, we need to get it down. So it will help you to get it down. And there is a planet which is good, but it is very weak. It is not giving good support to you. So we need increase in its strength. For that also it will help you. So this is the mechanism upon which the Rudraksha or the gemstones will work. And one more thing, everything needs a fuel. Okay, so it's not like that once you wore a Rudraksha and then you don't do anything. It's not like that. There are certain simple things that you need to follow even if you are even after wearing the Rudraksha, so that the Rudraksha itself is working fine. So everything needs a maintenance, na? So even because it is ultimately just an instrument, it is also feeding off some energy. It requires some fuel to function. So that transistor, that radio is working on batteries. If you don't put the batteries in, or batteries die out, it will not function anymore. So you need to put the batteries. Similarly, for Rudraksha, you need to continuously give it the energy. Energy of what? The Shiva, because Shiva is the representative of all Rudrakshas. Now we will come to individual Rudrakshas, for which we select a particular planet if they are weak, and then we prescribe that, okay, this kind of Rudraksha can be helpful for the person. The first thing, you can see one Mukhi Rudraksha. Okay, we call it Ek Mukhi Rudraksha. Rudraksha is one groove. So the ruling god is Shiva himself, and the ruling planet is Sun. This Rudraksha is prescribed if Sun is not well placed in the chart. And the benefits of this Rudraksha, first of all, because Shiva is pure consciousness. Your true ego, your absolute identity is not of the body and the mind. Absolute identity is of pure consciousness, existence and bliss. Chidananda Roop, Satchidananda Roop. That is what you are. The problem is we don't associate with it because of the Ajnana. So one Mukhi Rudraksha, because Shiva literally resides in this, his energy resides the most in this. It helps much more, first of all, in the spiritual progress. Spiritual progress in a sense that it gives Atma Jnana. Gradual level of understanding that I am not this body and mind, and nothing is permanent here, everything is temporary, and hence I need to understand that I am the witness, pure consciousness, not the jiva. So elevation of self-awareness towards the absolute divine consciousness, it enhances Atma Jnana, self-knowledge, detachment, gives us deep sense of peace, and excellent for spiritual progress. Second, to benefit the Sun, so helps in self-esteem, low self-confidence, mental health problems, anger issues, or any health issues, because Sun is your natural energy, stamina, willpower, dedication. It helps there also. If people are suffering in these things, it will help you there as well. Then two-mukhi Rudraksha. The two-mukhi Rudraksha, the ruling god is Ardhanarishwar, half Shiva, half Shakti. So it is prescribed for Moon. Moon is the ruling planet. If Moon is not well placed and creating a lot of issues, and Moon is the most important planet out of all 9 planets in Jyotish. Moon is your mind, emotions, feelings, thought patterns, entire mindset, personality is governed by Moon. So if Moon is troubling you, obviously it will create a lot of mental issues, emotional instability, mood swings, family life disturbances. So for improving those things, two-mukhi Rudraksha is said. So it helps in emotional instability, fear, anxiety, depression, insecurity, concentration problems, negative thoughts, suicidal thoughts, addictions of any kinds, any relationships, not only love relationships, any relationships, any troubles to mother or troubles with mother, and general sense of peace It gives you stability, calmness, to have more levels of inner happiness, peace and fulfillment in life. Then comes Three-Mukhi Rudraksha. The ruling god is Agni and the planet is Mars, Mangal. The benefit of Three-Mukhi Rudraksha mainly suggested when Mars is creating troubles. So Mars can create issues in whatever aspect, it depends upon the chart. It can create troubles in career, family, marriage, relationships, health, finances, whatever. But it boosts the capacity of, let's suppose somebody is facing self-esteem issues. So self-confidence, self-esteem, energy, stamina, willpower, dedication, discipline, leadership, relentlessness, courage, risk-taking ability, competitive, fighting spirit, toughness, victory over enemies and struggles. Whatever obstacles come, you are able to defeat them. And real estate and properties, very favorable for them. So Three-Mukhi Rudraksha, if anybody faces these issues, it will enhance these qualities in the person gradually. Then comes Four-Mukhi Rudraksha. Four-Mukhi Rudraksha, the ruling god is Brahma and the planet is Mercury. It is suggested for improvement in Mercury. So if Mercury is afflicted in the chart, it can create troubles. Mercury is your thinking. Mercury is your ability to deduce. It is your intelligence, buddhi, decide. So if Mercury is poor, speech problems, learning problems, intelligence is not supporting you, logic is poor, decisions are very not able to take decisions, they are mostly wrong, or concentration is very weak, anxiety issues are very high if Mercury is afflicted. So it helps there. So increases intelligence, learning capacity, memory, concentration, sharpness, speech, communication, logic, reason, analysis, and social confidence. People have social anxiety. It will help you there. Practical knowledge of the world, not just only bookish knowledge, how the world functions, practicality, cleverness, smartness, creativity, and helps in anxiety, fear and stress and tension of any kind, unnecessary panic, Mercury. Then comes Five-Mukhi Rudraksha, most common Rudraksha, easily found. The deity is Rudraksha Agni. He controls it. And the planet is Jupiter. It is suggested for Jupiter if it is creating troubles in the chart. So again, Jupiter, this Rudraksha enhances intelligence, learning, memory, concentration, education, knowledge, curiosity, and wealth, finances, bhagya. Bhagya means luck, fate, fortune, protection from the suffering of the world. That is bhagya. Then Dharma Tattva enhances the Dharma. Dharma means morality, ethics, values, principles, duty, commitment, responsibility, righteousness, devotion towards religion, philosophy, spiritual life, all those things. That is Dharma Tattva. Then it enhances, it is very good for peace and self-awareness and childbirth. If anybody is having troubles in childbirth because of Jupiter in the chart, for childbirth, liver problems, GI problems. Then Six-Mukhi Rudraksha. The ruling god is Bhagwan Kartikeya, and the planet for which it is suggested is Mars and Venus both. So if Mars and Venus together, they are sitting, mutual aspect, Parivartan Yoga, and they are not well placed and making problems in the chart, then Six-Mukhi Rudraksha is considered good. So again, it is good for enhancing the levels of Mars as well as Venus. So Mars enhances the levels of self-confidence, energy, stamina, willpower, dedication, risk, action-orientedness, competition, victory over struggles and rivals and enemies, and fearlessness and courage, all those things. But and Mangal Dosha, if Mangal Dosha is happening, it is not considered good for marriage and relationship. So Mars and Venus are together, so it is considered negative if they are making bad yogas for marriage. So troubles in love relationships or marriage problems or relationship issues, anything like that, it helps there. Properties and vehicles and finances, it helps there as well. Then comes Seven-Mukhi Rudraksha. The ruling deity is Mahalakshmi, and the planet for which it is suggested is Venus and Saturn, both. Then this is suggested if Venus and Saturn are not well placed in the chart, they are creating problems. So first of all, this helps in Sukha. Sukha means general sense of happiness. Even though you have things, let's suppose there are many people who are accomplished, have things in life, but they feel inner, they don't feel a sense of pleasure and happiness. or inner emptiness is there, inner void is always there, I am not satisfied. So 7-mukhi Rudraksha helps there. But Sukha, then it helps in any kind of material prosperity. Okay, and Venus is your emotions. So emotional stability. Bhagya means luck, fate, fortune, protection from suffering of the world. Career, money, wealth, luxuries, pleasures, prosperity, properties, lands, vehicles, then relationships, marriage, fertility, childbirth, all kind of artistic skills and talents. If you don't have them as per the chart, it is not like that it will create it. It's like that any obstacles which are coming there, if that is some of them are there, then it will enhance it, boost it. So artistic skills of any kind, acting, dance, drama, music, writing, painting, whatever. Beauty, creativity enhances the glamour and charm and persuasion within the personality. Good communication and victory over any kind of enemies or legal issues, that kind of thing. Then 8-mukhi Rudraksha. 8-mukhi Rudraksha, the ruling god is Bhagwan Ganesh and the planet is Ketu. Now benefits for 8-mukhi Rudraksha mainly suggested for Ketu. If it is creating problems in the chart, then for Ketu we suggest it. Now first of all, it will eliminate the obstacles and any kind of evils, means there is like nazar, evil eye we call it. So obstacles or that in a person's path to success, and also it boosts the levels of logical deduction, capacity to think and decide with logic. So intelligence, learning, memory, concentration, knowledge, wisdom, social confidence, practical approach, cleverness, and helps in anxiety, fear, stress and mental health issues of any kind. It helps there. Or any mood swings or anger issues or big emotional fluctuations, because Ketu can bring that. So if Ketu is creating troubles, then 8-mukhi Rudraksha. Then 9-mukhi Rudraksha. 9-mukhi Rudraksha, the ruling deity is Ma Durga and the planet is Rahu. So if Rahu is creating troubles in any aspect, whether it is career, health, finances, marriage, relation, children, whatever, so for that we say 9-mukhi Rudraksha, and it is generally favorable for bringing energy, stamina, willpower, dedication, leadership, courage, risk, actions, competition, victory over enemies, fearlessness, and rajas, the power, authority, status, name, respect, success. For them it is considered very good. But and if it is there are spiritual yogas in the chart, then it will also help the person to move towards spiritual life, giving more self-awareness, giving more atma-jnana, more detachment, more sadhana, more tapasya. For that spiritual life, yoga should be seen. Then comes 10-mukhi Rudraksha. The ruling god is Bhagwan Shri Krishna, and the planets are not one planet. It is said for all 9 planets. Okay, so according to the text, it is the most powerful Rudrakshas that can pacify all 9 planets. So it has capacity to bring both material and spiritual success. Okay, so it helps you to remove the obstacles. Remember, it is not there to fulfill your greed. If you have things in your life and yet you want more because there is a big greed in you, then this is not for you. Not only this, any Rudraksha. I am talking about that if there are genuine problems which are creating barriers, stopping you from achieving something in life, whether it is in career, whether it is your health, your money matters, your family life, married life, whatever, it will help you in overcoming those things. So that for that matter it helps. Then for spiritual life, bhakti, atma-jnana, then tapasya, vairagya, means detachment, devotion, surrender, knowledge, all those things. For spiritual advancement, learning, it is very favorable. And for material life and success and growth also, thus 10-mukhi Rudraksha is considered very helpful. So that it is one of the most powerful Rudrakshas. Then comes 12-mukhi Rudraksha. There are other Rudrakshas also. I am just covering the important ones. So 12-mukhi Rudraksha, ruling planet and ruling deity both is sun. So again, it is considered important for propitiating the sun if it is not well placed, or enhancing the quality of sun. So if you are facing any kind of issues where self-esteem is low, you are not growing in career, power, status, authority is not there, name recognition is not there, father troubles to or with father is going on, immunity problems, health issues, or too much lethargy, no energy, any kind of personality issues are there, then it helps. So it helps in self-esteem, self-confidence, energy, stamina, willpower, dedication, discipline, leadership, courage, competition, and relations with father, or anything, means positivity to father also, it helps. So that is 12 Mukhi Rudraksha. And in career as well, whether if somebody is facing any hassles in career, it helps, because Surya is the natural karak for career. Then comes 14 Mukhi Rudraksha. Again, the deity is Bhagwan Hanumanji. Planets are Mangal and Shani both, Mars and Saturn both. It is also one of the most powerful Rudrakshas after 10 Mukhi Rudraksha. It is also known as Devamani, okay, most precious divine gem, so as to say. And the point here is that it is very powerful, but it helps you when Mars and Saturn together are creating troubles in the chart. If they are together making problems in any aspect of life, whether it is your career, education, health, family life, marriage, finances, anything, then 14 Mukhi Rudraksha can be said to wear. So it helps in propitiating Mars and Saturn together, and obviously the qualities of Mars and Saturn will enhance. So it enhances will, dedication, seriousness, commitment, duty, responsibility, energy, stamina, action orientedness, relentlessness, risk taking ability, courage, self-esteem, and competitive approach, winning over enemies or struggles or legal issues, and also helpful in Mangal Dosh. Mangal Dosh happening in the chart, marriage problems which are going on because of Mars and Saturn, loans, debts, diseases, accident, injuries, surgeries, or even spiritual life growth as well. It is considered very excellent. So these are the main Rudrakshas that we covered today. There are many other Rudrakshas also, like 11 Mukhi, 13 Mukhi, 15 Mukhi, 16 Mukhi, till 21 Mukhi. There are many Rudrakshas. I have covered the important ones, which are mostly means they will help you in most of the aspects of your life. All planets are covered by them, and all the issues which are possible for creating any troubles to a person, they are covered by them. But understand, like I said before, that every medium requires a fuel also. So once you wear this Rudraksha, it is not like that I'm wearing a Rudraksha so that now it is over. No. First of all, the selection of Rudraksha should not be done just like that. It has to be seen in the chart properly, that okay, because of this planet, I am facing these issues, and hence I can wear a particular Rudraksha related to that planet. So you have to see the chart in entirety, because it's not like sometimes one planet, you think that this planet is responsible for giving these issues, but in the chart actually another planet is responsible for that. So you just have to understand that how my chart looks. If you are going to find out that this is the issue, then the remedy is done. So see the chart in totality and then arrive at a conclusion, because gemstones and Rudraksha should not be they should not be worn just like that okay, somebody said I am wearing it. No, because they can then sometimes can not be very favorable for you. If particular planet in a chart is really a big enemy or in a difficult position, then you have to look at it closely to balance out and counter the situation. Otherwise it can create, instead of benefits, it can create troubles. So see the chart and then arrive that okay, this is how it can function. Now once you wear a Rudraksha, you can wear it in a chain or a thread, yellow or red thread, any Rudraksha, and you can wear that Rudraksha on that particular day of a planet for which you are wearing. Let's suppose you are wearing for Mercury, so start wearing from Wednesday. For Jupiter, start wearing from Thursday and keep on wearing it then. And regular mantra jap is required. So regular worship of the Ishta. So if you worship any particular god or you are from any religion, it doesn't matter. But point here is that if you worship any particular form of god, Ishta, then keep on worshipping that. Very important. If you don't, simply worship Shiva. You can read Om Namah Shivaya, you can read Om Rudraya Namaha, you can read Mahamrityunjay. Any mantra will be sufficient. So at least 1 mala, 2 mala, 3 mala, or at as much as possible as you can do is recommended, so that the Rudraksha that you are wearing, it is receiving that energy, that fuel, so that it can work. It's not like that I am wearing it and I am not doing anything. I am not focusing on the things which matter, and I'm just expecting some miracles. It doesn't work that way. So you just have to give it time, have patience, and follow it consistently, because it's not an easy game. Every planet is bringing results because of huge prarabdha, huge past life action, current life action. And do you think that one simple thing just you are wearing is going to mitigate everything and turn it to zero? No. It will help you, definitely, but it takes time and constant effort and continuous mantra, continuous Ishta Upasana. So if you are worshipping any Ishta, fine. If not, worship Shiva. Simple. So that should be done. And at the same time, practical measures should be taken. People think that I'm not going to self-introspect and I'm not going to look into myself and I'm not going to try to change my problems which are there in me, and I'm going to expect some miracles to happen. Then you are mistaken. It doesn't work that way. So Rudraksha will help you to become more self-introspective. Some people are totally blind. They are not able to self-introspect at all. It will bring you to that clarity, at least to that stage, so that you are able to see within and able to improve. If not change, at least improve. So then you will see that on a practical aspect as well as the material, the astrological aspect or the spiritual aspect, it is going to work very well. When both of them combine, then you will see the excellent results in life. So that is how it functions. Okay. And whenever you wear any Rudraksha, the simple is worship Shiva, like Om Namah Shivaya, do 5 malas or 11 malas, and then wear it. That is a simple process. So the point here is that how and when it should be advised for a particular Rudraksha to a person. You need to see the planet and everything I have explained. And I hope that you like this video. If you are new to my channel, subscribe below for all courses, posts, reels, information and consultations. You can connect on my website, Facebook page, Instagram. The links are shown in description. Otherwise, we'll meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye and thank you.